Coming up on this episode of SHS News, we spotlight Maggie G for AAPI Month.
And Ainsley reports on Summit's inaugural Runway of Dreams fashion show.
We have all that and more on this episode of SHS News.
Good morning, Summit High School. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Hilltoppers. Today is Friday, May 30th, and welcome back to SHS News. I'm Ben Shackney.
And I'm Sarah Walsh. If you've noticed, many of our SHS seniors have swapped out their bland bags for silly backpacks. The Verve has set up a backpack drive for seniors or any grades to hand in their silly backpacks to be given to elementary students in need for the upcoming school year. The drive will be held from June 2nd to June 13th. You can hand in the backpacks when you hand in your Chromebooks for collection, outside the main office, or in room 233. Any questions can be directed to Ms. Wallison through her email shown on the screen.
Recently, on May 9th, Summit High School held a fashion show in cooperation with Runway of Dreams. The Runway of Dreams is an organization that works to support and uplift disability inclusion in fashion and beauty industries. Ainsley Valerio, London Jackson, and Olivia Stewartson join us in the studio to report on Summit's inclusive runway.
Two Summit High School juniors have made history, opening the first ever high school chapter of the Runway of Dreams Foundation, showcasing not only our school's incredible fashion taste, but our commitment to inclusivity.
Maya Pardo and Isabel Honingstock's work with the Runway of Dreams Foundation aims to empower those with disabilities through increased confidence and comfortable self-expression.
So the owner, Mindy Schreier, reached out to us because she knows that we're deeply involved with the Unified program here at Summit High School, and she knows that we both want to do something with fashion, so she thought it'd be a good opportunity for us to start at the high school.
Maya and Isabel worked with Miss Noble and Miss Weisberg to put on this event.
So this foundation is very special to me. I'm a fashion teacher here at the high school, so I see kind of like the in and outs of the fashion industry, but a lot of time there's not a lot of inclusivity in fashion. So when Maya and Izzy came to me and wanted to start this club at the high school, I thought it was like a perfect fit between my role and the passion that we all share.
SHS student Quinn Phillips takes us through what he chose to wear to this special event.
I keep that sport because I like Messi and Ronaldo because they're so cool people. I grew up in Ronaldo soon.
One thing that I would like to see more of in this world is inclusivity. I have a child with disabilities, and sometimes when we go out, I feel like people look at him. And so I think that shows us that in this world, we need to be more inclusive and we need to be more, I don't even want to say tolerant or accepting, because we should just be. It shouldn't be anything other than we just go about our business and just love and appreciate and understand one another.
Next year, the Runway of Dreams Club is going to focus on making this event even bigger and gaining new members.
So sign up. Sign up, join Runway of Dreams. Yeah.
I'm Ainsley Valerio reporting for SHS News.
Festival Latino is today. The event takes place in the auditorium and tickets are still on sale. Luis Montiel joins us in the studio to talk about the event.
¿Qué onda, Hilltoppers? In case you don't know me, I'm Luis Montiel. I'm president of Unión Hispana, and I got some big news. So tonight is the 10th anniversary of the Festival Latino, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. It's tonight at 7 p.m. in the auditorium, and we're bringing the heat with the best dancers, singers, and live bands performing traditional music and dances from all over Latin America. And here's the real showstopper. Our very own Spanish teachers will be hitting the stage with a special Colombian dance that'll blow your mind. And here's a little secret. If you stay for the whole event, you will get extra credit in your Spanish class. That's right, fun food and free points. So grab your tickets in room 220 with Señora Vicente or Señor Lopez, and the students will only pay $5 while adults will pay $10. So let's pack the house and celebrate Hispanic culture the way it deserves. Loud, proud, and with flavor. See you there.
As we wrap up the month of May, it's important to continue remembering the members of the AAPI community that have shaped the world today as we know it. Jana Shaw joins us today to discuss renowned aviator Maggie G.
Maggie G, a pioneering aviator, made significant contributions to aviation history. As one of the first female fighter pilots in the U.S. Navy during World War II, she broke barriers in a male-dominated field and inspired many with her courage and determination. Her journey was not just about flying, it was about challenging societal norms and proving that women can excel in roles traditionally reserved for men. G's passion for aviation and her commitment to service paved the way for future generations of female pilots, making her a remarkable figure in aviation history.
And before spring comes to an end, SHS News has to check in with our favorite leprechaun. Grace Hickey is here in the studio to discuss the planting club.
Hi, it's me, Grace Hickey, PhD, MD, LMNOP. Well, I've got some bad news. After Mr. Cummings caught me in his leprechaun trap, I escaped to the wild, where I lived with fellow ginger animals like foxes and red pandas. Recently, I decided to settle down locally in the butterfly bush in Summit High School's very own Zen garden. It's only 1/1000th of an acre, but rent is through the roof. Do you know how hard it is to get plumbing to a shrub? The butterflies are so noisy too. They may look quiet, but they will blast Kendrick Lamar at all hours. But I had an idea. You see, the purple bush is the only property available in the garden, and no respectable leprechaun would make their house in a weed. That's why, next year, with the help of my non-ginger and ginger friends, we are turning the garden over for a profit. That's right, it'll be the first season of Leprechaun Living, streamed to here, then later on cable. Tubi's offered me a pretty handsome amount of money too. But seriously, if we're going to make our high school's gardens beautiful places to inhabit again, we'll need your help. Talk to Miss Stelmach, Miss Landry, Miss Maldonado, or any ginger with a pot of gold for information on ways you can help Summit High School bloom next year. Unfortunately, I've got to go back underground for a bit until the sun stops being so fierce. See you next year, just as pale as ever.
I am so excited for the summer and I'm so excited to travel. Do you know where birds stay when they travel?
No, where do they stay?
Probably somewhere cheap. Like cheap.
And on that bombshell, that's this week's news. I'm Ben Shackney.
And I'm Sarah Walsh. We hope you have a good weekend and we'll see you next week.